What's up gamers? My name is Drew Baker and this is Drew's Design. In this segment, I will be discussing the aspects of game design that I find most interesting, and I'll look at what makes and breaks a game. Today, we will be looking at game mechanics. When it comes down to the basic principles that make up every single video game, mechanics are deeply embedded inside. Every single video game originated from logic being written into code to create game mechanics. Some of the first digital games created were running code that executed mechanics for already known logic games like tic-tac-toe and checkers, but there was no video output, just mechanics. In the meantime, some visually reactive games were created and patented for entertainment, and these were using cathode ray tubes to create visual reactions, but these didn't correlate logic and visuals. In 1962, the first computer-based video game was curiously developed by Steve Russell, a former MIT student. Space War was a phenomenon being shared to computers across the country, which, if that statement sounds normal, for the time period, computers were no commonplace luxury, but instead they were room-sized mechanisms that needed teams to run and develop on. Space War was, and still is, a huge deal for its role in the development of video games as a medium. Games are extremely commonplace nowadays. Even your grandma might be busting out sick combos in Candy Crush. And since there's been such a long amount of time since the first video game, mechanics have expanded tenfold. In your cell phone alone, you have a device that can run game mechanics as complex as scientific systems are in real life. And the only real limit would be the developer's imagination and hard work and the amount of storage on your device. Furthermore, mechanics will only be limited by the computational power of the time period, meaning the future holds bright endeavors for games and simulations. Where are we today though? How complex are our mechanics currently as opposed to what they might possibly be in the future? Well, let's take a look at some examples of highly mechanical games. One simply complex game is Minecraft, and that statement makes no sense, but Minecraft is simple really. The game is what each individual makes of it. And there are so many mechanics packed in that the logic allows multiple ways to play. You may simply love building just for the fun of creating something. You may love to build contraptions with redstone, or you may be into crafting and enchanting. So much so that you further mod your game past vanilla to have even deeper mechanics, forcing your approach to survival to be more versatile. But that's kind of the extreme of the mechanics. Another one of my favorite mechanically complex games is Rocket League, a game I will talk about for episodes to come. Beyond the surface layer of an enclosed arena soccer game played with cars is something much more convoluted. From the mid-ranks on, you'll find players relying on precise aerial hits, ball controls grounded or in the air, shots approaching from the ceiling, passes from every angle, and lastly, watching boost usage both with boost-starving rival players and helping teammates recover after they've approached the ball. And there's so much more packed in there, but I'm not nearly at the high level of the game with players resetting hits off the ball multiple times and utilizing other insane methods of control. But the thing about Rocket League is I can keep taking it further no matter where I'm at, and that's why I love it. Now, my favorite types of games to play when I want to mess around are wacky 3D games where physics are abundant. These games generally have mechanics where the players and game objects interact, whether with wacky collisions or other funny physical reactions, but in them they have some kind of solid gameplay mixed in with the funny physics. And let me tell you, glitches will be abundant in these types of games. Some games of this caliber that I like to play include Skate 3, Jak 3, and one of my favorite games ever, Just Cause 2. A game I play time and time again for the fun vehicles, beautiful scenery, and most importantly, insane game mechanics. Now, the next time you are playing a game, you might notice what mechanics, whether logical or physical, are packed into it, and you'll see how your interaction creates reactions in the game. If you have something you want to say about game mechanics, feel free to tweet me at ZTVGoofingOff with the hashtag DrewsDesign. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.